That means being respectful towards each other and encouraging a positive school spirit. And I promise everybody's going to do that, right? All right, that sounds good. Good, all right. I'm going to welcome up Tanya. She's going to sing our national anthem for us today. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watch were so gallantly gleaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please sit. Thank you, Malia and Tanya. Can everybody please give a big round of applause to them? All right, we're going to go on to Miss Lozano for our next awards.
All right, good morning. Welcome to our high school Triad 3 assembly. And I am having a really hard time. Why did you guys not fill up the front row? High schoolers, are we really being shy? Hey, parents, forget high schoolers, come on up. You guys can come sit in the front. Parents, if you're standing, this is all for you. Apparently our high schoolers don't want to shine today, so come on up if you guys don't have a seat. Go Haley, look at Haley. Come on, IB students. All right, so please, parents, honestly, if you guys don't have somewhere to sit and you guys want to, you have front row seats there. I'm hoping we're not missing any teachers either, because hopefully they're not sitting in class while we're celebrating their students over here. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Once again, welcome, guys. We are definitely at our Triad 3 assembly. All right, Evan. What I get to announce is our leader of the pack and our IB learners for this triad. So let me go ahead and give you guys a description of the IB learners award recipients. They are being acknowledged today because they are communicators. And what does that mean? They understand and express ideas and information confidently and creatively in more than one language in a variety of modes of communication. They work effectively and willingly to collaborate with others. And when we guys embody that, it's not only with their peers, because there's a lot of peer-to-peer interaction, but also with their teachers. It's very important that the teachers or the students are communicating with them, but also advocating for themselves as well. So with further ado, we're going to go ahead and start with our IB learners. Before I forget, graciously, Mr. Felix from our culinary arts program teacher has given quite a few certificates for the IB Learner Profile winners and the student of the triad. They are getting a certificate for free coffee, pastry, or /food. till June. So don't hold on to these because they will expire. Okay, it has to be an official with my signature on it in order for you to get something, okay? The culinary or the SJVA Cafe is located in room 40, and you guys can buy things before school, I believe some days, definitely after school. Is that correct, Mr. Felix? Do not go in during class. You will not be served, okay? All right, guys. Please congratulate for our IB Learner Award winner, Mr. Andrew Luna. Please come on up, Elijah McFadder. Miss Citlali Medina. Miss Marina Cortez. Please go on the stage for pictures. Miss Emily Ehorn. All right, Marina, congratulations. Stay on the stage because I'm going to go ahead and call up our Triad 3 Leader of the Pack Awards. Congratulate Sahara Robinson. Ivana Manziak. Elijah Pritchett. Noah Garcia. Mr. Andrew Chavez. And last but not least, Tanya El Jahari. All right, hopefully I have my yearbook staff out here taking pictures. Please come on up to the middle, take those pictures. Parents, please feel free. Once again, the front row's open. You guys can go take pictures of your students as well. And let me go ahead and have our next presenters, which is for the high school AVID program. If Miss Witt wants to come up, Mr. Lazier or Mrs. Lazier and Miss Viste. It's okay, guys, don't be afraid. Give them a round of applause. They're coming up. Look alive, guys, look alive.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Mrs. Witt. If you don't know, I'm one of the coordinators for AVID. We just started it this year, and it's going extremely well. So this is our first award that we're giving off, and we'll present with Miss Lazier and Miss Viste.
Hello, everybody. I am here to present the AVID Student of the Triad. I am giving this award to one of my best students in this class. I can always count on her to have her agenda out on time and filled out. She does really great on her binder checks and is doing really well in all of her classes. So please give a round of applause to Zaraya Tovia.
Alright, so for this AVID student, if those of you that don't know, AVID is a very new program, and so there's a lot of learning between the teachers and the tutors and the students. This student has been great for the whole semester, does well in her tutorials, and helps others at the same time. And sometimes when I'm confused, she'll help me and the tutors too. So give it up for Caitlin Odom.
next presenters are going to be the athletic directors.
All right, good morning, everyone. Before I hand out the awards that I'm here to present, I do want to make an announcement for Winter Sports Playoffs. Playoffs for Winter Sports starts next week, and we have some teams representing us. I'd like to have them stand and be recognized. So please give a round of applause for girls soccer. Stand up, girls, stand up. Keep it going, stand up, boys, soccer! Keep those rounds of applause going, girls, basketball! All right, and I have one more special recognition. We have our very first in the history of the school CIF qualifier in wrestling. Stand up, Derek Urias! He's right over here. He doesn't want to stand up. Everybody look this way. Congratulations to all of our playoff representatives. Okay, so my next presentation, we are going to be recognizing some of our fall teams. Every season, the Riverside County Office of Education asks athletic directors to submit GPAs for their teams. And of all the submissions, we had 2 teams take top honors for GPA in the county. So they have the highest GPA of all the teams that submitted for the county of Riverside. So when I call your team, you're going to come up to the stage. We'll do pictures, then you'll come and see Mr. Walters and Mrs. Anady, and you'll get a patch for your Letterman jacket. So please, can I have girls varsity volleyball? Coaches, please join us. Coaches, come on up to the stage. No way! Parents, if you'd like to come take pictures of your volleyball players, now is your chance. Wait for Sam, wait for Sam. All right, thank you, girls volleyball. And our other award recipient for highest GPA in the county, boys football! Coming up to the stage, boys. The football parents, come on up for pictures. Another round of applause, please, for all of our athletes. Please welcome Aviation.
Good morning, everybody. I have the pleasure to give a little speech on behalf of a couple of amazing aviators. I'm going to be recognizing two exceptional students in our aviation program. These young individuals have shown remarkable dedication and passion for aviation, consistently going above and beyond in their studies and demonstrating their mastery of our complex material. They have truly earned it through their hard work and determination. Their achievements are a testament to their love for aviation, and they inspire others to follow in their footsteps. I'd like to congratulate Caitlin Odom and Toby Dominguez. Toby. I saw Toby earlier. Toby Dominguez. All right, you two keep soaring to new heights. And that's not the only joke I have. You guys are ready for this? I have a fantastic aviation joke. Everybody listen up. You're gonna die. Do you think invisible airplanes will ever be a thing? No. You know, I just can't see them taking off. I'll be back with another bad one. Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
And we'd like to welcome up the CTE department. Come on down.
SJEA classmen, upperclassmen, when you say words. Oh boy, guys. I'm Mr. Otero, audio production teacher. I have two awards for you guys today. I want to recognize two individuals in my Triad 3 that really excelled. We started our 30-second commercial this Triad. They composed original music for this commercial, really helped amplify these specific products that they put together. These two individuals that I want to recognize today is David Aguilar, who's helping us today with our sound, and David Herrera. Two Davids today, baby. David Herrera all the way in the back. I want to introduce Miss Lopez for her CT Awards, please.
Good morning. This is sports medicine, and I allowed my college interns, Miss Savannah, Miss Yvette, to pick this month's triad, this triad winner. So I just want to give them a shout out because they've been my right and left arm in this whole process of learning and getting situated in this school, and they've done a great job. So give them a round of applause. So I'll let them introduce their winners.
Hello, everyone. As some of you know, I'm Miss Savannah. Last time I was at one of these, I was sitting where you're sitting, so this is interesting. So I want to talk about a student today that has shown incredible character development in one of our classes. Most people talk about success as a personality or as something you just adopt for most of your life, but truly success is something you choose to work at and you decide that you want to put the work in. So this student has put the work in, and I want to recognize him today. Alexander Daniels, come on up.
Hello everyone. A lot of you guys may not know, but I am Mrs. Yvette. I'm also an intern for SportsMed. Yeah! Alright, so for my student, the reason why I chose him or her is because him or her has shown true dedication and passion for SportsMed. SportsMed is obviously something very comprehensive and complex. So as Ms. Norma and I, when we go into our classrooms, because it's so complex, our grading is we're not very lenient because we're healthcare providers, so we have to be very strict on grading. So this student, despite our constructive criticism, has handled it very well and always shows that true passion and ongoing to better him or herself in her techniques, whether it be taping or anything regarding in the medical field. So for this student, it's gonna be Natalia Dominguez.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Felix. It's good to see everyone here today. I have a couple awards that I want to present. I was up all night last night preparing this. Mr. Gibson had a really great presentation. I hope this can be at the same volume or level of Mr. Gibson here. Please humor me as I read this. I have 2 awards to give today. These awards are paired with tasty treats, but they do not measure the amount of amazing work and dedication these 2 wonderful students have done in culinary arts thus far. A poet once said, "You must live in the present, launch yourself on every wave, find your eternity in each moment." And these 2 are living this each day. First, I want to present, this person just has a glimpse of a twinkle in his eye. He's under there. Everyone look, he's behind that tree over there. Patrick Klink II. Everyone give a round of applause. Patrick, who purposely picked the furthest place so we can give him a long round of applause. Keep clapping. Keep it up. He purposely was over there by the playground so we can give him an ovation. There you go. This next award goes to one of the hardest working individuals that I have ever met in my entire life. She is one of the social media managers. Give a big round of applause for Isabella Acevedo. How does she sit? There she is. There she is. She also is sitting far away. I don't think I've said this. A lot of rumors are going around. Just an elephant in the room. If you guys want to take a look over there, Mr. Macias is over there. We look identical. So I don't know if you guys know that. Me and Mr. Macias, we're not brothers. We're not twins. A lot of students say, "Are you brothers?" We're not. Big round of applause for these Triad Award winners, guys. Okay, guys, 10 more seconds for pictures. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah. All right. I'd like to give a big round of applause. Bringing up the English department. Big round of applause for the English department. Here we go.
Is there a Mr. Tennant and a Mr. Fagu? Come on up. Okay, put this up for Mr. Fagu. You have to run up. Okay. All right, so for further ado, I get 9th and 10th. Do you want to do 10th together? Okay. All right, so could I please have Nahamani, Jimmy, Hamala come on up, please? Come on up, please. Let's go, Jimmy! And in preparation of my 10th graders, I'd like Angel Castro and Gabriela Garcia come up. Yeah, Jimmy! Maybe you'll earn it back. Told you to keep your phones away. All right, so I want to every month you guys have IB focus, and I try to mimic it. Here you go, Mr. Castro, come on up. And for all of my students, I have excellent communicators, even when I don't want them to communicate when I'm talking. But Emma always has a great sense of humor, and she has that great energy in first period. She always helps me keep the class moving. She always has great things to contribute. Nahamani or Jimmy, he's always willing to participate in a conversation to help things going when everybody's still asleep for first period. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, Gabriela, my 10th grader, she doesn't speak much. She doesn't say much, but when she does, you better listen. And she always has something to contribute of value and not a distraction, especially in my 5th period. 5th period. So I have Angel Castro. We had a rough start at the beginning of the semester, but we turned it around. And he's always made an effort to communicate and take responsibility in what he says and what he does. So thank you very much to my 4. Round of applause, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ms. Sichler. I teach English 10 Honors and English 11. And these 2 young ladies I've picked today, they're pretty quiet, but when they do communicate, they are spot on. I like to think of them as my 007s. They're silent, but when they get there, man, they kill it every time. So I'd like to welcome up Alyssa Savala for 11th grade. And Zenari Orchusiastige for 10th Honors.
That's my brother! That's my brother! Jimmy! Yeah! Let him do the rock.
All right, this is my last time giving out an English award. But I must say, because I was called into question last time, if you would all go to Achieve 3000 and look at the #1 ranked class. Congratulations, my 3rd period. I would like to give the award this time to a really fantastic writer. I got to admit, she is such a great writer. I had questions whether or not she might have been plagiarizing some of this. It was so incredible. And no, this was all really coming from her. Excellent work all the time. Excellent discussion. Excellent Achieve 3000 scores. Isabella Acevedo, come on down. Congratulations and thank you for being an absolutely incredible student all the time. And for my creative writing class, there's just a student that just could have won all the time, could win all the time, always is just coming out with great work, great poetry, great stories. She's got one of her books on her way to being published, and worked with an illustrator, and just have an amazing product, and she was a part of writing that. And I want to give this award to Gabby Malky. Come on down.
All right. I'm Miss Donnelly. I teach IB English Year 1, and I'll also be giving Mr. Felgu's English Awards out since he's not here today. But first, I'll give my award. Today, my award is going to a student who is constantly challenging himself in class. On any assignment, he's always asking questions to reach that level of perfection that is his standard. Our last project for the Triad 3 just completely blew me away. After I graded it, I came in and started bragging about him to all my peers in my room. Please give a round of applause for Gurpreet Sandhu. And Mr. Felgu's first award is for English 1. I'm reading from a speech he left me. He says, today I have the honor of presenting an award to 9th grade honors English student who has already accomplished what most of us only dream of. Our class decided that George Milton from Steinbeck's classic novel of Mice and Men is guilty of murder in the first degree, thanks in large part to one student who took center stage and delivered a concluding speech that will not soon be forgotten. You have proven that the pen is indeed mightier than the sword. Your speech was like a symphony, each word striking a chord in our hearts, taking us on a journey from the depths of emotion to the heights of justice. You reminded us that the power of a single voice can change the world, and you left us clapping and cheering because we simply couldn't contain our admiration. So Adam Livingston, come down and receive your award today. And then one more award for Mr. Felgu's IB English Year 2 award. He says, Mr. Felgu's second award this triad goes to the student who has written the higher level literacy analysis in IB English this year, which in a class so full of great writers as IB English is no small achievement. You have effectively demonstrated that literature can be both entertaining and thought-provoking. Your essay on the social construction of identity in Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis takes a classic work of fiction and transforms it into illuminating insight on the human condition. You held up the absurd world Kafka creates as a mirror for our own universal human experience, reminding us of the ways we not only discover but invent ourselves through storytelling. The time has come for us to recognize your considerable literary skills and expertise. Haley Tovah. Haley, wake up. And with that, I'll welcome the Fine Arts Department up.
Up there. That's your boy.
All right, hello everyone. So myself and Miss Donnelly are first here to present the IB Theater Award, which we completely agreed on without even really discussing it, to the point where we both made her an award. So you get 2 awards. So this student really impressed me, not only in class but outside of class, with her work in the High School Musical, and then she ended up coming on to help us with makeup and hair for the other 2 musicals this semester. So this is, well, do you want to say anything as well?
I just want to mention the consistency and dedication to classwork. The last triad has been outstanding among the class in general. She's almost has no late work the entire triad, which is accomplishment in and of itself. And the level of response to the prompt for this director's notebook has been outstanding. Do you want to say? Please give a round of applause for Yonora Lara.
All right, and for my choir award this triad, this young lady has just been really impressing me. First of all, if you've never gotten a chance to hear her sing, you are missing out, because she is just such a beautiful singer. But she also has been taking a lead in getting some of our fundraisers going and working towards our social media presence. So this is for Shaylin Moore. And lastly, on behalf of Mr. Sisson, who is teaching a class right now, the band award goes to Benjamin Fausto.
I'm going to give out the Theater Award. This Theater Award goes to a fairly newcomer on campus who just kind of showed up here and started performing all around. He can ride a unicycle, and often does. He juggles. He sings. Well, maybe he doesn't do any of that. I'm sure he will. But Bence Glaze, come on down. And dance. Okay. And for the IB Theater Award, I want to give this to a really, really hard worker, someone who just seems to be always upbeat, no matter the pressure that they are under, has just always been fantastic, hard worker, and is the president of the newly formed International Thespian Society, Isabella Lavera. Come on down. Here she is, making her way up from the very back. And now we'd like to welcome up the History Department.
Yeah, what's his name? Love you, Joe.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Mr. Gertz, and I teach philosophy, U.S. history, and civics. I have 3 students I'd like to recognize today. These students are always on task, they're great communicators, and they have shown the most academic growth over this last tryout for Triad 3. So for philosophy, can I please welcome Daryl Zeller? For U.S. history, can I please welcome Angelina Dominguez? And for civics, can I please welcome Kimberly Gallegos?
All right, guys, Mr. Hutchinson, and I'm going to present the IB History Award to a student who's very hardworking. He applies the skills that we learn in class consistently to his work and improves as a student. He has a great outlook on not just life, but also what we're doing in class. He remains positive, and I really appreciate his contributions to our class. Sebastian Lopez, please come on up. And this next student, I'm going to give an award to for my civics class. She's an amazingly dedicated student. She's intelligent, she's consistent, she underestimates herself, but I know that she's destined for success. So, Sherelle Guevara, please come up.
I'm Mr. Handley. I teach 10th grade world history. I'd like to give this award to a student who is always ready, always on task, always has a positive attitude, always ready whenever I call on him. I'd like to give this award to Robbie Guadamus.
Hello again. I'm back, and this time for the History Award. So I teach AP World History, and this student has exceeded expectations in the field of AP World History. They have demonstrated exceptional knowledge and understanding of historical events and key figures, consistently producing insightful and thought-provoking analysis. They are not afraid to ask questions, and they always seek to improve their understanding. They are a shining example of what hard work and dedication can achieve. Congratulations and well done to Madison Pastor! And sorry, I have another joke, if you guys want to hear it, that is. All right. Where did George Washington buy his hatchet? The chopping mall. Okay, I'll see you in 6 weeks. And next up is our amazing math department. Give them a round of applause. Hello, everybody. You know, remaining focused in math class can be very challenging. I have 3 students who always remain focused. They never stray away from the assignments. They take comprehensive notes daily. They come to class on time. They frequently reference their textbooks and notes. They help others who are struggling. They are such a pleasure to have in class. I am honored to recognize these students for their outstanding mathematical achievements. Congratulations, Nathaniel, Jolene, and Arce.
Yeah, go bro! Oh, go bro! That's a Thursday morning. Go, hello, boys. Hold on.
So I have this student, and he is always participating in class. He even corrects mistakes when I make them. So he's on task, paying attention, always taking great notes, always participating. If anybody's struggling, he would be the first person I would call to say, hey, can you help this person out? Or, allow him to help somebody. Martin Mirando, come up here. Martin Mirando.
Hi, Nathan! Yeah, good ball! Nathan! Mars!
This student, I was playing a video on imaginary numbers, and he told me he already watched it. He already saw it, which was something that we love to see as teachers, being interested in the subject aside from just getting a good grade in the class. So actually paying attention in class, but then on top of that, learning about it outside of class, which we love to see as math and science teachers. So Cole Wilson, come up here.
I'm Mr. Macias. I teach Math 3 and Math 1. I wanted to congratulate recognize two students for this whole semester. Not only have they been working hard, but they're willing to help those around them. They're always on point. They're trying their best the entire time. And math is a type of subject where if you miss one day, it's hard to come back the next day. So I really want to congratulate these students for doing their best the entire time, for being consistent. So for these students, I have Donna Espinosa, and Leslie Hernandez.
This triad, I'm choosing two of my AP Statistics students to award. I chose these students based off their consistency. They're consistently taking notes, consistently participating in class, answering questions, and doing well, explaining things. I don't know how many of you know a lot about statistics, but it's not just computing math, it's explaining. I actually taught both of these students as freshmen, and they had these same skills back then. They've been consistent all the way throughout. So these awards are going to Michaela Ibarra and Jasmine Vasquez. And while they're coming up, we're going to welcome up the PE department next. Okay, the PE department.
to 9th and 10th graders, and I would like to recognize this student. This student always participates, shows great effort, and it's just a pleasure to be around. Jeremiah Salvador.
All right, so this next award is going to be on behalf of weight training. This student, what comes to mind is a quote that I love to live by, which is, "You always pass failure on your way to success." And I think that's important in weight training because failure actually is the first opportunity to grow. And everything in weight training is technique. Having your back straight, having flexibility in your hips, avoiding injuries. And this student came in halfway through the triad with not as much knowledge in weight training, but I can say now this student has progressed so much that even this student knows that they are getting stronger and their technique is getting perfectly executed amongst the rest of his peers. This award goes to Noah Garcia. All right, this next award is going to go to a student in Mr. Smotherman's class. According to Mr. Smotherman, this student always gives 110% in class. And this is something to be said because the student is in his 7th period, which is the end of the day. So to come into PE at the end of the day and still have the energy says a lot about this student. This is going to Nathan Limpo.
And I'm going to present an award to one of my students in weight training. I'd like to recognize her. She displays leadership by never hesitating to give a word of encouragement or a little push to someone who needs it. She's a hard worker who pushes and challenges herself every day. So every triad we do, everyone completes a 1-rep max for deadlift, squat, and bench. The first time our class did maxes, she got a combined weight for all 3 lifts of 505 pounds, which is quite an accomplishment. So I'd like to recognize Jubilee Edwards.
Let's go! That's my sister!
I'm Mr. Walters, one of the high school PE teachers here, and the next award from my class, this particular student I've had the privilege of teaching for 2 years now, and had him in 1st period, and now in 7th period, like Mr. Smotherman said about his student, he brings the same energy. So he's always working hard at PE, he is always on top of it, trying for excellence, and that student is Aiden Evans. And since Mr. Loggins is not here, and I had the privilege of teaching his classes first, and I'm going to take all the credit for this student because I had him first, I'm going to present his award. This student is a great student, according to Mr. Loggins, and I would agree with this. Brings a positive attitude every day, great work ethic, and he proves that by getting the highest score in the PACER out of all of Mr. Loggins' students, i.e. all of my former students. So again, I'm taking all the credit for it. That student is Matthew Marin Contreras.
All right, we want to take some last moment pictures before they step back to their seats. Thank you. One last round of applause. All right, the last two awards are going to our PACER. This triad, we like to recognize the top scores. So the first one I'm going to give is for 82 PACERs. And this goes to Alexander Meza. Come on up. And the second award goes to 53 laps, which is going to Florence Joseph. Come on up. Florence, are you here? And we also have one award, and I believe the student just got here. So Matthew, come on up and receive your award. All right, thank you. Next is going to be the science department. Please come on up. Good job, Matthew.
So, my name is Mr. Moreno. I teach entomology, and I'm really excited, and I hope this student's here today. I'm really excited to recognize this student for being a spirited collector, an excellent curator of insects, and just for the depth of knowledge that they have. This award goes to Andrew Stratton.
All right, I'm Mrs. Brink. I teach anatomy and biology, and one awesome thing about our science award is that it comes with a very specific lab coat that says Mad Scientist at SJBA. So our recipients today can pick those up from Ms. V State in room 41. So make sure you head over there today. And while you're there, buy some Valentine grams, right? Yeah. So for biology, I would like to recognize a student who went above and beyond. He joined our class a portion of the way through the semester, but just fit right in and excelled, and that's Vince Glaze. All right, for anatomy, I have two that I want to recognize. Both of these students went above and beyond. On the most recent test, they got over 100% because there was an extra credit question. They both ended the semester in the triad with over 100% in the class, just excelling at everything they do. One student that I would like to recognize is Andres Gonzalez, and he just asks excellent questions every day. Always has a new scenario to present to me. And the other is Darina Kovalenko. I'm just so impressed with her skills.
All right, I'm here to give my awards to 4 of my IB biology students. I chose these students because they were the 4 students at the time of this award that had over 100% in my class, which is a huge accomplishment in such a difficult course. So the students that are getting this award are Isabella Corona, Gurpreet Sandhu, Alan Gatenby, and Ashi Agarwal.
Hi everyone, I'm Ms. Misty. I am
I am the freshman biology teacher, but I also teach IB Bio. For this semester award, I'm giving 3 to my seniors that I've actually had since their junior years. The first student, she's been great since the beginning of this year. She's been on top of her work, making sure she doesn't fall behind. And the last 2, I've seen a great determination in their work and very great improvement since their junior year. So give it up for Dayanara Alaman, Gabby Murillo, and Ricardo Lozano.
Yeah, Ricky!
Best boyfriend ever. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Mr. Harris. I'm the chemistry teacher here at SJVA. I'm recognizing 2 students for being such an excellent part of the class. The first student I choose to recognize, I'm recognizing because they took up the challenge that I put out there. I think a large majority of us would think that my class might be a little easy. But there's a difference between being hard and there's a difference between hard and challenging. And when we do a lot of these activities, I try to give different levels of difficulty. And the word that I'm giving to is the only student who took up my hardest and most challenging version of the activity. So please give a round of applause for Valeria Guadamus. The second student that I'm recognizing, I would like to graciously thank for picking up the torch where I could not. Again, I lost my voice for 2 weeks, and teaching chemistry is quite difficult to do when you can't speak. And there was a student who I already think very highly of, but was willing to pick up that torch and begin working with other students and tutoring them and making sure that they knew it as well as I knew it. And I am so grateful to have a student that would pick that up like I want them to. So please give a round of applause for Cameron Gage. If you want to come up and take photos, please do so now. If you want to shout how much you appreciate these people, go ahead and do that. For everybody up on the stage, reminder, you all get free lab coats. Please make sure you go to Miss Vista's room, room 41 after school to pick your lab coats up. And everybody else out here, one more round of applause, please. Yes, you now may get down. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Please welcome the Spanish department.
Okay, so this triad, the learner profile, was communication. So I thought, let me see which one of my students communicates more effectively to their classmates. So I took a little poll and I asked students, so who in this class makes this class worth coming to? Who communicates effectively? And overwhelmingly, they chose these 3 students, and I completely agree. So Alyssa Chia, Carla Alvarado, and Gemma Garcia.
All
right, everybody. Thank you so much for being patient. I don't know if I'm the last one. Second to the last. Of course, they leave us the best to the end. I am Miss Aguilar. I am the Spanish teacher. I teach Spanish 2 and I teach IB. So the following students have demonstrated being communicators. This is the best one. This is learning a second language, being able to communicate in a second language. So although my students come from all levels of Spanish or level, they all have one thing in common. They all give the best in my class. So I'm going to start with my first one. I wish I could give them to all of my kids because they're pretty amazing, but I'm going to give them to the first one. Thank you for always giving me your 200%. My goodness, this girl is amazing. Not only is she amazing in my class, but she also is amazing help. She helps her classmates and helps me. Yes, she's my TA. You definitely have mastered the language, and it is my job as a teacher to challenge you more this year. So Fatima Diaz, it is an honor to have you in my class and can't wait to see you in Spanish IB. All right, for the following two students, Spanish is not their first language, but their effort is there. They put it in, they complete all their work. They work really, really hard, and they speak in class, in front of the class. I mean, it is amazing, truly impressive. You make me love teaching Spanish and enjoying coming every day. It's a great honor to have you both in my class. Can't wait to see you in Spanish IB, so I will take that challenge. Gemma McDonald and Aurora Benson. All right, for my next student, although I'm not going to be teaching her class anymore, Ms. Lopez is taking over. I am very proud for everything that you do. She has also mastered the language. She speaks it very well. So I know it's another challenge for me to make sure I elevate her language, her mastery in Spanish, and I want to see her in Spanish IB. So Diana Aguilar. All right, for this other student, oh my goodness, she already masters English. She's already mastered a second language, and now she's trying to master a third language. Amazing. Not only that, I'm learning that same language. It is super, super hard. So I can't wait to see her as well in Spanish IB. I'm going to try to say something in her language. Hopefully I don't break it. So shukran, je t'aime le cognac raya. Aisha El Sharif, ven para acá. Which means thank you for being amazing. Thank you. Oh my goodness. And for my last students, these two girls, oh my goodness, they're two different spectrums. One has the mastery in the language, the other one is barely getting that, acquiring it, but their work is impressive. So for my first one, for my student, I met her in 8th grade. And she was amazing then, and she still is amazing. She always comes prepared and accomplishes all her work to perfection. Mi niña linda, sé que tu mamá está súper orgullosa de ti, al igual que yo y todos nosotros. Y sé que vas a llegar súper lejos. Y es un honor tenerte en mi clase. Oh my God, I'm getting sentimental. Isabela Lovera. All right, and for my last one, oh my God, I'm so sentimental. I know, right? Emocionada. All right, and for my last one. All right, she is truly amazing. She's loud, she's funny, she talks a lot, and sometimes very sassy. But I love seeing her in my class. I love her trying every single day. She
I mean, she modifies everything. She comes into my class ready to learn. She never gives up. And even when she leaves, and I'm hoping that when she leaves the school, because this is her last year, I'm really hoping that she continues her Spanish journey and learn the language, that one day we can have literally a full-on conversation in Spanish. So thank you, Terry, for giving me 100%. All right, so this is it for the Spanish, so you may take pictures. And then I'm bringing TOK now. All right.
All right, everybody, I'm going to continue. So my name is Miss Jones, and I'm presenting on behalf of Mr. Falgu. I have a script to read from him. It says, "It is my pleasure to present 2 Spirit of Socrates Awards to 2 incredible TOK students who never fail to bring depth and clarity to the table. This triad, Mr. Falgu has selected 1 year 1 and 1 year 2 full IB students who consistently raise the bar for the rest of their classes, asking tough questions, challenging preconceived notions, pushing us all to think critically and question things we think we know. By your example, you remind us that the answers are not necessarily as important as the questions, and that the journey is sometimes as important as the destination. Come on down, Angel Ramirez Romero and Alan Gattenby, and keep on asking the deeper questions that promise to make clearer thinkers and better people out of all of us." Okay, good. And now back to the stage, your president, Cassie Campos.
Thank you guys. Okay, so we're gonna get started wrapping up, but I do have a few announcements to make. Okay, first off, there will be a Spirit Day on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Students are allowed to wear free dress day only if they wear Valentine's themed clothing. So any pink, white, red clothing, hearts, any of that. You can wear jeans with it as well. From the counselors, they are selling jackets and other clothes back there, and all of the proceeds are going to senior scholarship. Pre-registration for 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, that starts on Monday. Make sure you see the counselors about that too. We have a movie night next Friday. It starts at 5:30, ends at 8. It's a $5 admission entry for that. And then, yeah. This triad, also make sure that you're on your best behavior in GPA. That's how you guys get your free dress days. Last time it was awarded to sophomores, so seniors, I expect the same from you guys too. Please. Anyways, all right, thank you guys for attending our award ceremony. In a minute, you guys can all get started. When you guys leave, make sure that you fold your chairs and leave them where they're at, and go back to your first period classes and go straight to 3rd period. Thank you guys.
Hey guys, please be careful when you're folding chairs. If you guys have the ability to stack a few for our maintenance staff, please do so. Also, don't forget, we have Lost and Found, guys. It will be donated next Friday if it's not picked up. I know your parents spent a lot of money on those nice jackets. Make sure you guys look for anything that you have lost. Thank you guys. Please fold those chairs nicely. If you can stack them, once again, it'll help our maintenance crew. Have a good Friday, guys.